Even as Israeli fighter jets continue to pound the Gaza Strip, the destruction across Palestinian territories triggered a wave of protests not just in the region but across the world. Protesters took to the streets across cities in Europe and Australia, condemning Israel's strikes and showcasing their solidarity with Palestinians as the toll from the deadly strikes continues to rise. Amid a series of airstrikes by Israel on Gaza, hundreds of Londoners took to the streets waving Palestinian flags as they marched down to the Israeli embassy in UK's capital. The protesters raised slogans against Israel and called on the UK government to take immediate action to help end the fighting in the region. UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson has urged for restraint and said that Britain wanted to see urgent de-escalation in tensions. Protesters across several European countries, including Spain, Germany and France, took out marches in support of Palestine while condemning Israel's airstrikes on the Gaza Strip. In Madrid, the Association of the Spanish Palestinian Community held the Jerusalem Rally, as it was called, on the 73rd anniversary of the 1948 Nakba, when many Palestinians lost their homes, while in Berlin and the Paris, heavy police deployment was in place, as hundreds marched down the streets shouting "Boycott Israel" slogans. In Paris, the police used tear gas and water cannons on Saturday to try and disperse a pro-Palestinian rally held despite a ban by authorities. Protests against Israel's airstrikes on Gaza continued for a second day in neighboring Jordan, with hundreds of protesters gathered near the Israeli embassy in the capital Amman. The demonstrators demanded the expulsion of the Israeli ambassador, the closure of the embassy and the annulment of the peace treaty with Israel. In the Iraqi capital city of Baghdad, demonstrators were seen burning Israeli flags in the Tahrir Square as people chanted and waved Palestinian flags.
Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine!
Not just West Asia and Europe, the deadly conflict saw thousands descend onto the streets of Sydney in Australia waving Palestine's flag while chanting anti-Israel slogans. The protest, which started in the heart of the city at the town hall, saw demonstrators marching through the city's business areas, chanting "Free Palestine." WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.